Hey guys, welcome to the first official FIFA 18 career mode video here on the Chesnoy Gaming channel. This footage was recorded at Gamescom on the full version of the game, so everything you see here will be in the full release, whilst gameplay stuff might change. With regards to this video, it's all in-game, in-menu features, etc, and it will all be as you see it here in this video. So we're going to go through a little bit of the changes in-game with regards to the menus. As you can see here, the squad hub now replaces the squad report, whereas you can see everything looks completely different. You have 4 different tabs at the top: status, stats, attributes and financial. Obviously they speak for themselves with regards what they show you, but as you can see, the layout of the squad report squad hub is completely to as it was last year. This is the sort of screen that you would have seen previously, or shows you the stats you would have seen previously, but as you can tell there, you also have the traits listed there too. Someone that has more traits than a handful of others is Felipe Coutinho. Just trying to find him here. He has actually a left winger this year rather than a cam. Of course, he had a number of informs last year on the left-hand side of midfield. 4-star, 4-star, as you can see here. Again, ratings subject to change, but this is purely to show you the layout of the squad hub as opposed to actual individual stats. Again, they are subject to change at this stage, but you can see it looks very, very clean. Finesse shot trait, flair trait, long shot trait, and technical dribbler. All fantastic to see. Maximum of 6, as I believe it was last year. Not entirely too sure if there was a maximum of traits or specialities you could have last year, but as you can see from the graphics there, maximum of 6 that could be shown in this particular menu. And then on the financial side of things, you can see the contract, how long's left, and by pressing A, you can then obviously take actions with the specific player that you're actually on right now. Add him to the transfer list, loan list, block offers. You could do that immediately from here rather than having to wait for an offer to come in. Actually, I think you could do that previously. You could disallow all transfer bids. But the squad hub is kind of all-encompassing from all of the different squad report areas that you previously had. A few things that are slightly different on the financial side of things. There are some new objectives thrown in for the board, or from the board. A handful of which, again, might be subject to change between now and full release, so I won't go into too much detail with them here. Of course, the very first episode of a full career mode series from me will go more in depth in that once the game is fully launched. But as we move from the boardroom to the office, you can see that the way that the budget is portrayed is slightly different. It shows you what your starting budget was, how much you've spent so far on players purchased, and how much you have left at any particular given stage. Similarly with the wage budget, how much you're currently spending on wages a week, which is nice to see actually. A brand new feature there, so you can see exactly what you're spending, how much you started with, and how much you are currently spending how much you have left in your weekly wage budget. Now you can see I've searched for Virgil van Dijk as I record this. He hasn't made the transfer to Liverpool, but this is a potential transfer, so I decided to try and use this one as an example to show you what all of the new transfer stuff looks like. There has, of course, been a lot of speculation with regards what the transfer system looks like in FIFA 18. Now, you can see here, Transfer Hub is a brand new addition as well. Not only is it looking different layout-wise, you can also delegate to your staff to deal with the transfer or loan issues themselves so that you don't personally have to do it. But this is the most important thing. As you can see on your screen right now, Mauricio Pellegrino is in the office, the management office here at Liverpool Football Club, and currently we are in discussions with cutscenes as to trying to get a deal done here. Now, the menu system works very similar to the way it would do in the journey. You select using the left stick an option that you want to use, and of course select it, and then subsequent cutscenes and dialogue follows on from that. There isn't in-game voice acting for these cutscenes. Obviously, for understandable reasons, it would have been quite impossible for EA to get all of the in-real-life managers into a voice recording booth to record dialogue, etc. So it is text only, but it does go very in-depth so that you know exactly what your partner or your opposing manager and or agent, with regards to contract talks, what they want from you. Now, as you can see here, they rejected my offer of a straight swap for Clavan. I just wanted to kind of show you that I didn't actually expect them to accept that. But you can see here, you can also add on an extra clause of a sell-on clause. Now, a sell-on clause, of course, if you aren't familiar, is basically, say we sign him for 30, we sell him for 30. A 20% sell-on clause means that £6 million, 20% of the future sell-on fee would go to Southampton, and I wouldn't get all of it. They did reject that offer. They rejected a couple more from me as well, but I'll skip here to where we actually got the offer accepted. They rejected rejected the idea of a sell-on clause entirely. So just because you're offering it doesn't mean they'll actually accept it. Now, I in return offered 37, they rejected and asked for 41.5. I then offered 40, and as you'll be able to tell in just a moment, after my managerial character has explained that we're offering 40, they're very, very happy to agree to a deal of £40 million. Hands are shaken, the deal is done so far. Dropping back to the menus, you'll notice I haven't had to advance at all. Again, you can delegate with regards to your staff for contracts, but I haven't advanced at all. You no longer have to advance between offering a specific valuation for a player or throwing in contract offers. It's all done on the same day. All deals will be decided in one day in-game. You can see here Virgil van Dijk has come into the management office now. We're dealing with him directly, of course, through his agent who sat here alongside him. You can either, depending on the player and the agent, select your squad role, or they'll actually request one, and you can either accept it or counter it. Here, you can see they've said they want a 4-year deal, and I'm quite happy to agree to a 4-year deal for Virgil van Dijk. Again, you can counter or quite simply at any point walk away from the negotiations. Every time you confirm something or reject something, you'll get a reaction from the player. You can see Virgil van Dijk was nodding and smiling. You can here offer now a release clause for players. You can disregard it entirely and not put one onto the contract. Sometimes you can offer one and they'll say we're not actually interested in a release clause. Here I offered 65 million as a release clause. Again, they're quite happy to agree to that. Virgil van Dijk sat there smiling, as is his agent. So that is another thing added into career mode this year, which is fantastic. So now that's done, we can talk about salary. Now, yes, again, you can offer the wage as you could previously. Now there's also a signing bonus. Now the signing bonus will come out of your transfer budget. You can see top left that when I confirm it, it drops. Do be aware that you may need to leave a little bit of transfer budget left if you want to offer a signing on bonus. You can also add extra bonuses to follow as kind of add-ons with regards to clean sheets, appearances and goals. So, of course, offering clean sheets with regards to Virgil van Dijk, and they were very happy to accept that deal. So shaking hands with the agent, shaking hands with the player himself, and the deal is done. That's a run-through quickly of the way that the new transfer system will work in FIFA 18 career mode. Now, not only will you have that, but you'll be able to tell from a moment when the slate changes that you have on the right-hand side, just as you do in Ultimate Team, where you have like the little videos pop up, you now have videos pop up in career mode as well with regards to things that are going on in the save, not necessarily solely with your club. Popping up on the right-hand side, you can see Leighton Baines is hoping to sign for Roma in coming days. There's also a tab there for me supposedly looking for an opportunity with regards to international management, and another breaking news tab here will eventually show the fact that Mo Salah had signed. That was one that, of course, went through prior to the start of the save, but by going into the news tab, you can see that there's also one there. You see the little play symbol next to the text. That shows you that it's actually a video. Mo Salah there, and you see the person in the background applauding, and then it will freeze and bring up the actual text that you would normally see from a news article. There's also another one there for Virgil van Dijk. Of course, that's something that I've literally just done, and a nice little cutscene there of him and his new teammates standing off in front of the camera that looks very, very good indeed. Now, moving from menu stuff into in-game options or in-game additions. As you can see here, this Premier League licensing looks the same. However, this is extremely cool. The crowd look great, by the way. Real good improvements with the Frostbite engine there, but how cool does this look? Taking the inspiration from the Sky Sports menus, or Sky Sports graphics, I suppose, and I presume it's done the same way for the official Premier League graphics as well. The players will walk out in front of the camera just like this. It looks absolutely brilliant. I really, really do enjoy that. And not only is it new for the Premier League, but we also have now full La Liga licensing as well. So, as you can see, new managers in the game too. Zinedine Zidane is in. I've seen Unai Emery. I've also seen Carlo Ancelotti. I don't currently have a full list of new managers in the team, or in the game, but I'm sure EA will announce more in due course. But the La Liga licensing looks incredible. I'm very, very, very excited to get stuck in to using career mode teams from a multitude of different countries this year with all of the new licensings. There is, of course, MLS licensing in the game now as well. They've confirmed that. I don't actually have any footage of it here, but just every new licensing package that gets added makes career mode a lot more enjoyable and a lot more realistic. Rather than having the default menus that you get on Ultimate Team, you feel like you're actually in Spain watching the game being played while sat in a bar in Madrid, perhaps, for the Madrid derby here. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm very, very excited to get stuck in with the full release. If you guys are as well, then drop the video a like and let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the new additions. There was a lot of talk on social media throughout the past few weeks with regards how transfers would work on FIFA 18 and full release, and I can quite happily now confirm for you that that is how they will work. Of course, you've seen the full run through of one specific transfer. There are a multitude of other options that are available to you and a multitude of different retorts that managers and agents can come to you with, and you'll find out either for yourself when you get your hands on the game or through watching series from either myself or MGH or Chinese Sports, etc., when we get our hands on the full release as well and start putting out content on YouTube. But for now, that's going to bring this video to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course. Subscribe to the channel too for plenty more FIFA 18 content, whether that be career mode or Ultimate Team, as I'm going to be streaming a lot as well with regards to Ultimate Team, especially over on my Twitch channels. Follow the link in the description to my Twitch. Follow me on Twitter as well to ensure that you're able to stay bang up to date with everything that goes on with me and, of course, with FIFA 18 as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Fingers crossed we can have an absolutely superb FIFA 18 year. Definitely want to get stuck into the journey as well, by the way. You can see there top left, and I will see you next time.